Hey everybody, welcome to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson, and as you can tell, we still don't have Nick and Mike tonight. So we got our super sub, Dalton Good, joining us for another episode. Dalton, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man. Really hate Mike and Nick couldn't be here, but happy birthday to Ashley Kinsel. Nick and Mike, you guys go have fun celebrating tonight. And yeah, just thanks for having me on again.
Yep, so happy birthday, Ashley. So now we're going to be digging into another edition of Ian's Pit Stop. If you guys haven't seen the show before, this is where we talk about silly season news, off-track topics, and everything surrounding that. So our first topic, last week Kyle Larson was reinstated by NASCAR, and it was announced a few days ago that he will be driving the number 5 for Hendrick Motorsports in 2021. The 88 will basically be turning, or I believe it's the 48 is turning into the 5, and the 88 is turning into the 48. I believe that's how they're doing it. But either way, Kyle Larson is joining Hendrick Motorsports. I think it's a great move. The guy has really made up for what he has done in the past with using the racial slur. He has been very forgiving and showing that he is very sorry and that this has really ruined his career. And he's just becoming a better person because of it. But absolutely amazing news. We know the guy is a wheelman. He was in mediocre Chip Ganassi equipment, and now he's going to be in the legendary 5 car with Hendrick Motorsports.
Welcome back, number 5.
It's good to see it back.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So many good memories with this scheme. That's basically what got me a fan of the sport. So now let's talk about Kyle Larson real quick. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago on Ian's Pit Stop when broke the news about Kyle Larson rumored to coming back or being reinstated. I said, he did enough for me to earn my respect back for him. I mean, because like I said, let me ask everybody a serious question. How many athletes have you ever seen use the N-word or say racist stuff or beat their wives, beat their children, just do stupid things and not even apologize for it, or or get suspended, not apologize, or just be like, I don't care, whatever. Kyle Larson's like the first athlete in any sport that I've seen do this much to earn himself a spot back. I mean, we already know everything he's done. For those of you that haven't listened to, he was on the Dale Jr. download just this past week. You guys should definitely go listen to that, by the way. He gave an update on what he's been doing and stuff like that. It's a really good listen. So I'm really, really happy for Kyle Larson here. So very, very happy that he's coming back, and I just want to know that if this could be the sign of Hendrick Motorsports comeback. Do you think they're finally going to be a competitive team again? That's just what I want to know. So what I'm really hoping, he got the ride back, he's all set. So I just want to see if he could be a lot more successful in that ride than he's ever had in the 42. So it's going to be very interesting to see.
Oh, I think he will be a lot more successful. We've seen that Hendrick Motorsports has just been getting stronger and stronger every year, ever since they brought out the new model of the Camaro. Chase Elliott's been lighting it on fire. Alex Bowman has been looking very, very fast. That's why they're keeping him and moving him to the 48. William Byron got his first win this year, and now they're getting Kyle Larson. I really think that this is going to be a new super team that we're going to see. It's going to be them and Joe Gibbs Racing as the big 2 super teams in the NASCAR Cup Series now. So it should be fun to see Hendrick Motorsports just lighting it on fire in 2021. I think Kyle Larson is just going to be absolutely dominant, and I think he's going to get – I can see him honestly getting 2 or 3 wins on his year back into NASCAR.
Yeah, I would like to see that, but what's really cool about this whole thing is that Jeff Gordon, for those of you who don't know, Kyle Larson, that was Kyle Larson's hero growing up, was Jeff Gordon. He's his favorite race car driver. And for those of you who didn't listen to Dale Jr. Download, he was talking about how, as soon as he got suspended, Jeff Gordon said, hey, I could probably help you out. And then Hendrick stepped in too, but told him, let's focus on changing your image first, changing your personality, you getting better. So that was very, very cool to see. So hats off to Jeff Gordon too, man. That's very, very nice of him to help Kyle Larson earn his spot back. So I'm just really excited.
Yeah, absolutely. America is made off of second chances. I don't think that this guy is racist or anything. I just think he said
No,
something really, really stupid. Something that should not have been in his vocabulary at all. He explained that a group of his buddies in Australia kind of use it all the time, and then unfortunately he started using it, and he's 28 years old, but I still people grow up with different backgrounds, and he just didn't think of using that word around his friends was like really bad, and kind of like saw it. Now he gets to see it kind of through the eyes of an African American person, with all of his friends that's surrounding him. Everyone in the urban youth racing group that he has been with has kind of chatted with him. So I really think that he has grown as a person. It's just really nice to see that he has kind of owned up to it. But yeah, he said, I know that people are going to label me as a racist, and that's
hmm
fine because I said something really, really dumb that should have never done. So he's going to have this on him for the rest of his life. But I really think that
yeah,
he has made a change. We saw him. There was photos taken of him at the George Floyd memorial. There was no press or anything. It was just some random person taking a photo of him. He didn't do it for any cameras. He's trying to
nope.
be better for himself and learn more about the racial injustice that is happening in this country. So definitely nice to see Kyle Larson making a change for the good and not just to make a change to improve his career.
Yeah, again, name me another athlete that's not named Kyle Larson that has done all this. That really shows that he's very, very sorry. He's definitely not a racist. He just made a stupid mistake, but now he knows he won't do it again. But yeah, unfortunately, he's definitely going to have some people that will not that won't let it go. I mean, nobody's ever going to forget what he did, but I mean, it's easy to forgive him, but hard to forget, unfortunately. But this is a good learning experience. I still feel like he probably should have started with a small team first, kind of like Kurt Busch did. Uh, but
Yeah.
but overall, I mean, he got a second chance. He's back. But let's just see if he can improve on his his driving abilities and winning races. More at Hendrick Motorsports than he did at Chip Ganassi. So that's just what I want to see from him from now on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that it's good for him that he is going to Hendrick Motorsports. It's really going to improve his career. But like you said, it, he should have. I'm not saying he should have, but I felt like it was going to be a Kurt Busch route where he was going to start with kind of like 25th place or back team, kind of
Mm-hmm.
like go fast or something like that. Because I feel like people are going to kind of look at, people that are outsiders of NASCAR are going to be looking at like, oh, Kyle Larson got fired for saying the N word, and now he's driving a better car than what he was before this all happened. I feel like it's going to be like a black eye to the sport, not for us, but for people kind of like looking on the outside.
Yeah.
Um, but that's all sports. We'll all look at things from different perspectives, but you just got to read on the story, and the guy is really trying to make a change for the good. So
Yep.
good for Kyle Larson going to number 5, and I can't wait to see what he does with that team.
Yes, sir.
All right, so some other big news that came out. Rudy Fugel, crew chief for KBM, will be moving up to the Cup Series with William Byron in 2021. We know that Chad Knaus will be leaving that crew chief position for a VP position with Hendrick Motorsports. So Rudy Fugel, he was the crew chief for William Byron back when Byron was running in the Truck Series, so the two already have that kind of connection. So it's just great to see Rudy Fugel. We know that he's one of the best crew chiefs in the Truck Series, and now he's moving up to the big show. Going to be crew chiefing for that 24 car, so that'll be that'll be pretty cool to see. I'm sure that 24 car will be a lot faster than what it has been with Chad Knaus up in the pit box.
Yeah, William Byron fans, you got yourself a good one, and I'm being dead serious about that. I know Rudy Fugel. Yeah, former crew chief at Kyle Busch Motorsports. He's actually the crew chief for Kyle. Like whenever he runs his truck races, 5 every single year. Him and Kyle work so great together. And yeah, again, it's really really great to see William Byron, reunite with his old crew chief. I feel like that could make him better. I mean they've won a lot of races together back in 2016, back when he drove for Kyle Busch Motorsports. So for them to reunite, it really could help William Byron, be a lot more successful. So I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah, William Byron fans, again, you got yourself a good crew chief. So I say get ready for some more wins.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw what he did when he was crew chiefing with Noah Gragson. Noah Gragson was very successful. I believe he was the crew chief for Christopher Bell when Bell was in the Truck Series as well, and he was very successful with him too. So, very, very, very successful crew chief moving up to a driver that really needs some help right now. He's got that win at Daytona, but definitely needs to improve to
Yeah.
be a really good driver in that 24 car because you slip up and you're going to be out of that ride. But
Mm-hmm.
he's safe with that Daytona win for the I'd probably say next year, but it's pretty much nut up or shut up next year with Rudy Fugle. He's got to show that he has made change and that they do have that connection.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now our final topic. This is a little fun right here. So Noah Gragson, we all saw him lose that race on Saturday at Texas Motor Speedway when he got tight in the final turn, and Harrison Burton went and took that win. During Noah's interview, he did drop the F-bomb. Just paused for a second, was just fuck. And I loved it. And then after the race, yeah, that happened after the race. There was no fines, but Dale Jr. took on social media, and he took us back when he said after he won the Talladega race in 2004, when he said, "That don't mean shit. Daddy won here 10 times," and then he got fined. He got docked some points, and that kind of cost him the 2004 championship because he was on fire that year. And Dale Jr., he said he didn't want Noah to get fined or penalized at all, but he was just like, damn, man, that happened to me.
Yep. So okay. So I didn't watch the Xfinity race. I was in Knoxville, Tennessee, watching Tennessee suck one up against Alabama. I hate him so much, but but I didn't see that interview. I didn't know he was he dropped the F-bomb in that interview, but that is pretty funny. But yeah, I mean that really doesn't deserve a fine. But at the same time, yeah, Dale Jr. I think he should give him his points back for after. Well, okay, so look, I was not a Dale Jr. fan back in the day. Just because of his fans. But
Yeah.
you know when he said, I mean, there were a lot strict with those, like people saying shit or whatever, like way back in the day, and but I mean they're not anymore. So I mean, I kind of understand like in that time frame, but you know overall, I think Dale Jr. deserved to be fined at least, but I feel like that point penalty he got was way too harsh. So if I were to go back, I would just fine Dale Jr. for that and then move on. But I think the point penalty, like still to this day, was very unnecessary. But you know, really funny to see here Noah Gray, and again, you know, we kind of need guys like that. You know, just making like classic quotes in interviews. You know,
Right.
try to get some people turned on. Noah Grace was one of those people. So
Yeah, we know Noah Gragson is one of those guys that is turning heads in the Xfinity series. He's making a name for himself. And he's one of those guys who is going to be emotional on camera, and he's going to tell you how it is, and no censors with this guy. So yeah, I don't think that swearing on TV should get you any kind of penalty with points. I think that's ridiculous. If anything, just slap them with a fine.
yeah,
Whatever, they can pay it. That's pennies to them. Who gives a crap? But yeah, don't dock the guy for points.
nah.
That's just absolutely ridiculous. That sucks for Dale Jr. back in 2004 because then we know Kurt Busch ended up winning the championship then. But either way, that sucks for Dale Jr., but good for Noah Gragson because if he got docked points, he would have been in a deeper, deeper hole in this playoff round.
Oh, that would have pissed me and everybody else off.
Oh, yeah.
And would I blame him? Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I think that's going to end our show here, bud. You got anything else to add?
I think we're good, buddy.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Ian's Pit Stop on the Stock Car Spectacle. I'd like to thank our super sub, Dalton Good, for joining us, for taking over the role for Nick and Mike. You can follow Dalton on Twitter and Instagram, so make sure to give him that follow button. Make sure to check us out on all podcast platforms. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Me, Nick, and Mike, we're on Twitter and Instagram, so make sure to follow us along with the Stock Car Spectacle accounts, and make sure to check out the Kodos Mojo on all podcast platforms. So that'll do it for us. I'm Ian Jortson.
And I'm Dalton Good.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.